What's going on? It's your dog Art, man. The great. Back with another box conversation. Hold on. Let me let everybody know I'm on here live real quick. Live on motherfucking YouTube. Just did a little pop up show. Live on YouTube right now. Yeah, just a couple shit going on in boxing right now. The Tim Tszyu versus Keith Thurman's out the picture. Motherfucking motherfucking just a whole bunch of bullshit going on. Just wanted to chop it up quickly. Man, I feel like people sleeping on Frank Martin. And I'm not even picking Frank Martin to win, but I would not be surprised if he won or even hurt Tank in the goddamn fight. But boxing fans online making it seem like shit, that's impossible for that to happen. They try to make it seem like it's impossible. But let me go ahead share this link out. Let everybody know we on here live real quick. Yeah. Anyways, look. So Frank Martin, he's fighting Gervonta Davis. We don't have a date for that yet, but like I said on Twitter, I feel like they're gonna post it whenever Haney versus Garcia fight week happens, man. And I feel like that's some bullshit, but it's business. Ain't no friends in business. So I feel like they're gonna post it around that time. But just reading the comments from people, it seems like folks really don't believe in Frank Martin's ability. They feel like he's gonna go in there and get stopped, which could happen. The fuck? Why is it? It could happen, but will it happen? Is the thing. Frank, he's strong, man. He really is. He's been training hard, and he's actually been training for quite some time now, and he actually has experience rocking with Tank in sparring. Not saying he rocked him or anything. I'm just saying like just he has history of sparring Gervonta Davis. Hold on, let me send this link out. But yeah, man. So a lot of people sleeping on. They feel like, dude, he's a little too green when it comes to experience to rock with Gervonta Davis, or even give him a tough fight. But I doubt it. I feel like it's gonna be one of those fights where the very first couple rounds is gonna be telling. Frank might come off strong. He might even catch Gervonta because it's been a little minute since Gervonta been in the ring, and that ring rust is true. But same could be said against same could be said about what you call again, Frank Martin. The last time he fought was that one dude, and folks were saying, "Oh, he didn't even look that good in the fight or whatever." Uh, Definitely is. But anyways, look, folks sleeping on him, but I feel like it's gonna be a good fight. I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be a great fight. Um, it actually is one of the most fights that I'm excited for this year. I'm not really excited for Haney Garcia, and I'm a big Haney fan. Not saying I'm not excited, like I'm not gonna watch the fight and pay for it. Of course, I'm gonna support it for sure, but I don't view Ryan Garcia as like a legitimate like threat in boxing. I don't, and I know other people are gonna say, oh well, he has a good amateur and all this shit, and he's been doing nah, fuck all that. Man, I've been seeing them clips of him training and all that shit. It looks terrible, dog. It definitely does. And it has me thinking like, is this motherfucker just trolling or is he being serious? Because this shit looks crazy. Definitely look crazy right now. Talking about he lost his sponsors because he out here talking about some wild shit. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Motherfuckers saying some weird shit. You can't be out here talking about kids and all that shit. It's just rambling. Nah, you got to keep that shit 100. Say your boy Shakur needs to hire a PR rep ASAP. Yeah. Um, I seen that shit that he posted online, dog. That's pretty sad. Talking about some, yeah, I'll step in for Ryan Garcia. Man, we not trying to hear none of that shit, dude. Because when you literally had the chance to fight that man, and you turned it down because you know your worth. And people get so upset when you say that. Nah, it's the truth. He said he's done because he knows his worth. He's not gonna fight that dude because he knows his worth. Now it's like, damn, he ready to fight that man for whatever. Now that's what it seemed like. Shit, but that shit could be all smoke and mirrors because my thing is we know that Bob Arum runs the show. Bob Arum runs the fucking show. Bob Arum is not gonna let Shakur Stevenson go to the zone as a replacement fighter for fucking Devin Haney. Come on, dude. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Ever since he came to 135, his stocks has shot way down. It definitely has. His stock definitely has went down. 1 year ago, he was the boogeyman and it was unbeatable. And you know what's so funny, man? And I hate to be that guy, but I'll say it anyways. I was calling that shit out a while ago. I was telling dudes like, yo, Shakur Stevenson's good, but just give him a minute, man. Give him a minute. Let him like show and prove. He gotta show and prove. Niggas was like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. He's better than Devin Haney. He's better than Javante Davis. Niggas was saying he'll give Pretty Boy Floyd work. You know what I'm saying? He's even up there with the greats like Sugar Ray Robinson and Leonard. I'm like, dog. And then when you see performances like, oh, dude, Santos, you like, ah, nah. You see everybody backtracking. Everybody's backtracking. Everybody is fucking backtracking right now. And they looking at Shakur like an afterthought. Like, nigga, don't even say nothing. And that's the sad part because Shakur is really a talented fighter. But his little antics and all that shit, he thought it was gonna go one way, but it ended up going left. End up going left. And the only way he can fix that is getting a good name on his resume. Try to fight. I don't even know why he trying to stick around at 135 if he ain't gonna fight Javante Davis or niggas like Frank Martin. Said nobody cares about his fights anymore. Yeah, unfortunately, he needs humility, and he's getting that. He's getting that right now, and he knows he's getting it. He knows he's getting that right now. And niggas is like, ah man. But anyways, we ain't even talking about that nigga Shakur because that nigga got to fix this shit right now. He definitely do. But yeah, Frank Martin versus motherfucking Javante Davis. That's gonna be a great fight, man. So what do you think about Shakur versus Zapata or Bertali? I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm a boxing fan, but I'm not like the rest of these boxing fans. I'm not really in tune to the Zapatas and the Muratala because I just see their skill set and I just see them. I'm looking at them like, dog, I I don't see it. I don't see what you guys see in these guys. Maybe they can prove me wrong, and that's the best part about boxing. They can prove me wrong. But I don't know, man. So as far as I see it, I think Shakur Stevenson will beat those guys because Cepeda and Murtalia, skill wise, they're not fucking with the top dogs for real. For real. Let's be real. Oh yeah, let me spark up my joint so we can cook on that real quick. Because man, I'm over here on social media and I'm hearing people say things like, "Oh man, Tim Zoo versus Fundora is a great fight. It's a great fight now." And I'm here to tell you niggas, cut that shit the fuck out. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I did not see Fundora get his ass fucking knocked the hell out. He got knocked out. Not just knocked out. Not a TKO. Like they jumped in the rings. Nah, nigga. It was curtains, nigga. Curtains for that man. And then he wakes up to a title shot. And don't say, oh well, oh, they just put him in this. Nah, nigga, he was about to get a title shot against that whatever dude he was about to fight. Now he's about to get another title shot, man. Now he's about to get another title shot. And folks are saying, oh, the triangle theories don't work. I'm not picking Fedor to win. And neither should you guys, because what the fuck? Tim Zoo just went out there and beat the fuck out of the guy that he just fought and knocked him out. Man. But my thing is, it's a decent scrap. Of course, as a boxing fan, I'll watch it. But if you talk about supporting and spending some dollars, I'm sorry. I was rooting for one type Thurman. I wanted to see one type Thurman. Now it's looking like Thurman, you got to hang it up. It's about that time Thurman probably hang that shit up, my guy. He should really hang it up. Because you out here, nigga, your last chance out here, you nigga, the only way this shit can be saved for Thurman if he pop out and say, I'm fighting I got a fight with Crawford scheduled. If he pop out and say he got a fight with Crawford scheduled. But you said anyway, can't wait for that Tank fight. Yeah, me too. It's gonna be a party, man. Oh shit. It's gonna be a fucking party, man. It definitely is. Because Tank, he is, I would say, one of the faces of boxing. I know people like to argue between him and Canelo Alvarez, but I don't think it's just one face of boxing. I feel like there's multiple faces of boxing. Because if you ask some of these casual fans, who's the face of boxing, they'll tell you Floyd Mayweather. That nigga hasn't fought a fucking real fight in a long time. So it's faces of boxing. They know Javante. They know Canelo Alvarez. Said Anthony Joshua, the face of boxing. And Anthony Joshua, shout out to him. I got some nice shirts coming out tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm posting them on Twitter. He saved boxing with that shit right there, knocking out what's his name? Because everybody was getting ready to say, look at this guy. He's just whooping all the top heavyweights and all this. They was even wanting to, and I'm actually proud that Joshua went out there and just handled business and didn't even make it even close. Not even close. Showed clear a separation in skills and just combat sports. Like, nigga, I love that shit. That's why I made that great ass painting. And some of my clients talk about, so damn, you finished that painting fast. Hell yeah, nigga, I put y'all on pause to finish that, to draw that shit, because that's safe boxing right there. Safe boxing from MMA guys saying, "Oh, look into Francis Ngannou doing this thing and Tyson Fury and all that shit, man." Fuck Tyson Fury. I was pissed that he represented boxing for that night. Straight up. But I wonder who gonna fight that Ukrainian dude that from there gonna fight the WC for. Probably Lubin. Most likely Lubin. And I hope he's been traded because they try to catch him on some slick shit. They gonna try to catch him on some slick shit. So hopefully Lubin fucking train him. So AJ being champ is good for boxing. Never understood the hate for him. What was wrong with AJ being the champion is the fact that he just didn't unify with Wilder. That's it. He should have unified with Wilder when he had the chance early in the game. That's why he listened to Eddie Hearn. And I know folks are going to say, well, they believe this, and that. But the truth is, let's be real. Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn, because it's even on audio, it actually has documentations on audio that Barry Hearn was already suggesting that Joshua waits instead of fighting motherfucking Wilder. But Wilder also had a chance to fight AJ too in the midst of all that shit, but he was trying to be loyal to fucking honoring a rematch with Tyson Fury, which ended up damn near spoiling his fucking career by fucking letting a cheat in the mob into your fight. Yeah, and now the heavyweight division looks like how it is now. Boxing was good with both of those guys as champion. I just wish that they would have unified. Said he tried. Wilder admitted to ducking Josh for a rematch instead of unifying. I get it. Trust me, I understand. I understand. But if you're gonna point that out, you also have to point out the fact that it was Team Eddie Hearn that caused that bullshit for these guys not to fight in the first place. Because when he said, "Oh, Joshua, Joshua was literally on tape saying this, and they tried to scrub this from YouTube, but we in the technology age, people screen record." Joshua said, "Hey man, I would fight Wilder for $50 million," and niggas was like, "Bet." And then this at the time, remember this? People were saying, "Where will Wilder get 50 million from? Wilder doesn't have 50 million. He doesn't have 50 million." And now here we are today. You hear guys like fucking Al Heyman. You already know the type of numbers these niggas are spending on fights for big guys at the time. You already know that. So Eddie Hearn was talking about proof of funds. Where's the proof of funds? What you mean proof of funds? The niggas that y'all running and doing deals with, characters, nefarious characters, but you're talking about where's the proof of funds when it comes to Al Heyman. But yeah, the money was real. At the end of the day, today, we knew the money was fucking real. It was. And they try to pull some bullshit to build AJ's name up instead of putting him in there with a fucking dangerous puncher right away. And I understand because, look, I'm not a boxing promoter or anything like that, but I do understand somewhat business, you know what I'm saying? Because I do a lot of business on my own. But I understand that if you have an investment, you don't want it to have it crash out where you're fucking putting your fucking investment in jeopardy right away. When you can make money off of it, you can milk it. Why in the world would you put AJ in there with a fucking dangerous, unorthodox puncher early? You seen what happened to AJ when he fought fucking Ruiz. It was bad. Definitely was bad. But I say that to say this. Today, if AJ Wilder was to fight, I'm not gonna lie, the odds would favor AJ. It definitely will. Because Wilder, you know what I'm saying, he had been through some wars, fighting a nigga with floppy gloves going against the mob nigga. and then inactive as fuck, and then go in there with a guy who's been on a fucking hot streak, Parker, and catch a L, getting this outpointed like in a heavyweight match, and you the dangerous puncher, getting outpointed. Shit's crazy. And now you see AJ, he got this. Fuck it, I'd already lost a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I lost a couple times or whatever. So fuck it. I got this attitude where it's like, fuck it. I ain't gonna play with niggas now. If I put me in a ring with them, I'm just gonna go there and just knock them out. I'm gonna run through them. Fuck it. And sometimes I wish he had that mentality against Usyk, but he didn't. But it's looking like this new and improved AJ, or this the version of AJ we have right now that just knocked Francis Ngannou out. I believe that personally, he would favor Wilder in that fight. But what y'all saying in the chat? Hold on. Said can't wait to Sir Deuce to retire. The sport's gonna get better. Yeah, yeah. You know what's? I keep on saying this, my dude. NF. When we old men, you know what I'm saying, in our 40s, 50s, or whatever, the young guys coming up, the young guys coming up in the game, the young boxers, they gonna pop out and say, you know, we not like that old generation. These niggas taking 5 years, 10 years to make fights. We fight right now. You know what I'm saying? These new niggas. That's probably what they're gonna be saying. And we ain't gonna have nobody to blame but ourselves, going back and forth talking about back in the street, the motherfucking cross the street and all this stupid ass shit. Like, goddamn, man, niggas just need to fight, because at the end of the day, niggas don't give a fuck about undisputed. Look how they doing every single undisputed champion. Every undisputed champion, there's a dispute. Literally, like, there's always a fucking dispute. Charlo, he beat motherfucking, he went through the fucking gauntlet, beat those guys. 154. Niggas talk about, oh, look at Tim. Tim Zook really the guy. God damn, this nigga just went through all that shit undisputed. Y'all niggas talk about some, yeah, his run ain't shit. Look at Tim. Out of nowhere, Canelo Alvarez. They looking at his run like, yeah, you know, he undisputed, but he fought all white guys. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Now they looking at motherfucking Crawford. Oh, look, you fought a fucking half drain Aerosmith. Every undisputed champion, they shitting on them. So why the fuck do niggas give a fuck about undisputed anymore now? You niggas need to just, you know what? Just say fuck it. Let's just get the names. Let's just get the names. Fuck it. That would be my undisputed right there. If y'all saying that guy's hot, I'll beat that nigga. I got the names. That's how they need to keep it. Not no I collect every single belt, because that shit don't even fucking matter no more, because every undisputed champ gets fucking attacked. Every single one. Am I lying? Can you
Family.
hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just getting in. What's the word? What'd you say?
We're just talking about undisputed champions and shit like that, and niggas need to fight right now instead of letting shit marinate and all that bullshit.
Man, I don't know if shit. I don't know if it's ever been as evident. They better get it while they can. The boxing game changing every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like these networks doing shifty shit, and these shits consolidating. Nigga better get their bag and make the fight happen while they can. You know what I mean? Because like you say, letting it marinate, and then see people want to tie that into like just being a PBC thing when really it's a boxing thing. Period. Like you know what I mean? It's hard to stay active when you know you got to get people to put up that money for this shit, bro. These networks, you know, it's hard to stay active. So these guys go. Everybody can't get the Canelo opportunities or even the certain fighters who can fight 3, 4 times a year. Everybody ain't able to do that, bro. So that
I
hurts when
know,
the
and
when the
that's
mega
why
fight
you.
gets made because you ain't fought in a year or some change, and then you get in there with a mug who been fortunate to be able to be active and end up getting served. Like you say, this AJ Wilder shit could, like you say, AJ might be the favorite this time right now. You know,
And the thing is, so some fucking dumbass account made some tweet about guys staying busy and how they should just stay busy for $8 million, $5 million. Bro, these niggas be saying all types of crazy ass fucking numbers. These niggas need to go ahead and fight for motherfucking 200, 300K if they could, just to stay active. And I
Bruh.
feel like these guys don't
It's
want to
some
do that
bruh ain't
because they don't
even
want to take no L, and they already know that it's expensive.
man, like bruh. They can blame it on who they want to blame it on. They better be thankful Al Heyman did have a fun when he had it to pay them fighters how they did, because a lot of these gates aren't representing what these guys are getting paid. Like, you know what I mean? Even and this no shot to Haney. Even Haney, I'm glad he able to hit Hearn for what he be hitting him for, because I don't know if the revenue really makes up for what his purse is. But I applaud him for getting every dollar he can get in the market like this. You know what I mean? I want you to get every M you can. But there's some fighters who not as fortunate as Haney to be in that position, who need to take 300,000-400,000 and be happy with that, and to try to double that up again twice a year and manage their funds better, because boxing ain't just cracking like that. It's already a niche sport, bro. It falls up under every sport in America right now. You know what I mean? Like, so you better get it in while you can. But you know, people just make up narratives, bro. But these networks, if you was really in on business, you're not gonna keep putting up millions and not seeing no return. So it's like, shit, the nigga better be thankful they can get what they can right now, you know? And why I feel Bud trying to get a big check, because it's like they few far and in between. I wouldn't be trying to speak on nothing else but a Canelo, or you know, I
And
mean, I
that's
want
what
him to
and
fight
that's
Boots,
why
but
I told people my last live, I said, man, I understand why Crawford is doing what he's doing, because what the hell? Why would I go in there and try to fight Boots, even though I feel like I can beat him? Why would I even try to fight that dude when I just got paid fucking mega bucks? I'm not finna go backwards.
and I as much as we riffed him about the Avanesian fight, whatever scam they pulled it off, and he walked off with a bag. And you know, you got to give props to anybody who able to snatch their bag right now, because it's a lot of fighters, bro. Like, I ain't gonna even front like I'm some insider, bro, but I know a lot of people, bro, in a lot of places with this entertainment shit. They say these boxers struggling right now, bro. They struggling to find a
I
fight. They
trust
not
me.
managing their money, the money they did have, mismanaged it, expecting it another paycheck to come right behind them, and it didn't. And then you just spent all this bread just knowing you finna get another bag coming, and it don't come. Like, shit, that's
Trust me, and that's why I be telling folks, and they don't try to hear me, they don't try to listen to me. I tell them, I say, man, and that's why it was so easy for these niggas to get bought out during that MTK Daniel Kinahan days, because these niggas didn't have it like that. So it was easy. They talking about, all I gotta do is just say Wilder's bullshitting. All I gotta do is just report this or rock with this team. Hell yeah, this nigga's giving us bread during the pandemic. What?
either some of your favorite rappers was getting PPP money during the
Elon, like,
pandemic. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody had to get it how they live, bro. Like, and I'm seeing somebody in the comments like, you can be act, you can. He said you can only be active when you're a good draw, like AJ and Canelo. Yeah, but that's two people though. Like, out of hundreds of fighters, like. So it ain't a network issue. Like, you see, Shakur Stevenson ain't been in the ring for hell. They always try to make it like it's a PVC thing. It's like, it's a boxing thing right now. You better get it how you live. So shit, I don't care how I'm gonna forget it right now. They better be. I also think certain fighters can be more creative in a marketing approach to help further that. But that's neither here nor there. That ain't their job. That's the promoter job. But I'm just saying, as
I
far as like
know, but
self
it's like,
promotion,
and that's why, you know, when I say, like Nipsey say, so when you see a nigga like Devin Haney, you gotta show him the utmost respect, nigga. You know why? Because you see how this game is. So for him and his pops to be moving like this, come on, man, come on.
no, the utmost respect and props. But you know, I give Haney shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as on the boxing shit, I be wanting to beat the shit out of somebody. But as far as business acumen and what they've been able to do, and even like I say, when Eddie Hearn went rocking with him, he'd say that they didn't get the money back when he rocked with them. I don't care how it went down, man. You was able to skate with their bread and make millions, and it looked like you're gonna continue to make millions. Like, I give Bill a lot of respect and credit for pulling that off, because it's a lot of fighters who, like, because there's only a few fighters that's getting paid as much as Haney. Like, and even he ain't even they say he ain't a draw or whatever, but you can't name 5 or 6 fighters who getting bigger checks than Haney right now,
I
outside of the
know,
Canelos, AJs, and the.
I tell people that whole argument of Devin Haney and what he don't deserve and what he deserve. That shit is crazy, because At the top, it's just two niggas that's under 147 that's making some type of bread. It's Tank and it's Devin Haney.
Oh yeah. I mean, of course, Ryan. We gotta give Ryan he is, but
Nigga off the tail of Tank, nigga. He ain't getting it on his own.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much that social media presence weighs into how much he actually draws or how much his purses have been before the Tank fight. The one I've only publicly seen was the money he made from the Tank. So I don't know how much Cuz made for real, so I ain't gonna speak on it. But it seems that he was making some type of bread. But to your testament, the only fighters under 147 who making some real dust is Haney and Tank. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's just rough for fighters, and I don't know where they gonna go because, like I said, I talked to a few insiders, and they say they working on new network deals and things coming about, but it's rough right now. It's rough season. It's rough season. You know what I mean? That's why you got to go where and but still though, it fucks me up when you go somewhere where the smoke ain't like Matias going to Top Rank. I mean, Matias going to Matchroom was like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Either Top Ranker or PBC were the real smoker at 140. But like I say,
Nah, they
motherfuckers
about
make
to
it.
bring him up to Devin Haney.
Yeah, I don't think Devin trying to fight him because when they asked him about him, he said he trying to go into
Uh,
147 like Barrios next, man. I can't. I don't
see,
know, bro. That's
he
what Haney said.
keeps on that because they just said the same. Bro, I'm telling you, dog. Niggas like to act. They got amnesia, but I remember when Regis Prograde knocked out what's his name? What's that dude name? Was Zepeda?
Mhm.
When he knocked his ass out, niggas is like, Devin don't want that type of smoke at 140. He can't punch. They were saying shit just like that. I remember Eddie Hearn hinting at it, and motherfucking everybody was saying that Devin Haney will get his ass knocked out by Regis Prograde because look at Regis Prograde versus Josh Taylor, and Regis Prograde just slept Cepeda. I remember that shit. Now, bro, if you talk to these niggas about Regis Prograde, they calling that nigga the worst fighter on earth. Every day they talk about this nigga footwork.
Who discrediting progress now?
Hell yes.
I
Of
do think he
course.
was the weakest of the 140 champions, though, to be honest. But it doesn't matter because I ain't finna discredit him because I liked him even when he fought Josh Taylor and it was a razor thin loss. You know what I'm saying? Like Progress is a good fighter, so you can't diminish. But I do feel like he is the weakest of the 140 champions, like the weakest of the. Like it's a lot of mugs at 140. Even a Gary Antoine Russell, I feel like is better than Progress. But we can go back and forth. I know Haney, your man, but I ain't gonna never diminish what he did and try to make it like Progress a bum.
Nigga, you can say what you want to say on this channel, man.
Yeah, I know I'm
Trust
just
me, I'm
fucking with
not
you,
like
bro.
I'm not like one of these other dudes that be on Twitter who be having these fucking back and forths about what niggas taking and Haney wearing and shit like that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. I
Yeah,
just want to
I
see them
just like to
fight.
be clear on what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see the best fights. And so that's why I can't, as much as we could clamor for these best fights, in the truth is the fighters doing what's best for them and their career. So whatever make the most dollars right now, even if it ain't Matias, go get your bag, bro. But as a boxing purist, I want to see the best fight the best. You know what I mean? Like the straight top notch, not no gimmicks. That's why I don't want no Haney Garcia. I don't want no Danny Barrios. I don't want none of that. I just want the smoke. And they go the same way for Tank, but I like Frank Martin, so that's why I ain't bring it up because I think Frank Martin needs some smoke. I think Tank beats him, but I think it's some smoke for real. I ain't gonna downplay Frank like he ain't somebody. But
Bro,
I just want
they downplaying the fuck out of that nigga Frank Martin, nigga. I swear. You know what it's reminding me of? I keep on saying it, but niggas ain't listening. I said reminds me of Sean Porter versus Errol Spence Jr. Because everybody was saying, "Oh man, did you see Sean Porter? Every fight he had was close, but he still struggled. Errol Spence's levels above that. He gonna stop, dude. He gonna stop him. His daddy gonna be there to stop him. All that shit. I know you remember that shit, bro.
mm-hmm.
2019,
Yeah.
nigga. I'm telling you, bro. They talking about this nigga not confident. His daddy not confident in him. All that type of shit, bro. That nigga Sean Porter was in there working his ass off, bro. Him and his strength and conditioning coach and the pops, they was yelling at that nigga, amping him up, bro. And then Errol Spence said that nigga fight like an in shape street fighter. Man, that shit set him off, bro. It definitely did. And he
Yeah,
went in there and gave prior to Bud, he gave that nigga Errol Spence
the
the
fight is
toughest fight of
life.
his fucking
Yes.
life.
But
And that's
that's
what I'm
what
like. This is
like we
what
say, when
reminds
two
me.
FBAs get in the ring, high class, and that's what this is the only thing that separates Tank. It's the experience. You know what I mean? It's just the
Experience.
experience. That's all.
Just
Like,
the
cause,
experience.
cause when you, cause with even the fight that you just mentioned, those are two guys with pedigree from teenagers. That's the only thing that Frank is missing. That why I feel like people just writing it off. Well, not casuals. I'm talking about experts who kind of call and Tank for the knockout. They just been seeing Tank work the gauntlet. You know what I mean? As far as
Yeah.
the amateurs and everything. And Frank just a late bloomer, yet still athletic. But whenever you get two good FBAs in the ring, you in for a good matchup as long until the experience just starts to tip the scale.
What
You know
is
what
the
I
number?
mean?
What's the fight that they say is, if not the best or the top three best fights that ever happened? Hearns versus Hagler.
Mm-hmm.
Two FBA brothers going in there and fucking going to war. Pure athleticism, strength, speed, and both fighters. Shit was so man. If we get a fight like that today, man, we need one of those type of fights in boxing, and this could be one of them. But like you said, the amateur pedigree is different.
It just goes show. It's just gonna show after a while. But like I was gonna compare it to, I can't compare it to no other fight because like in the history. Because when I think about even a Charlo versus Julian J Rock, even a
Yes,
Floyd versus a Zab, like it was just high level chess match until the skill level start to tip the scale. You know what I mean? And with Frank being athletic as he is, and just being having what we say nigga twitches. You feel me? He gonna be a problem early on, but round fourth to fifth round, it's gonna start to, you know what I mean. And I got Tank really sniping him. I don't even think it's gonna be no walk down. I think Tank just kind of because I watched him against Rivera. It just kind of was like you did good work, but I saw a lot of openness there. Tank
lot
is
of
just too
openings,
slick.
lot of
You know what I mean?
openings.
People don't
That's
really know
true.
how slick Tank is. Like he don't throw a lot of punches. He just precision punching. He
Precision.
just
He can catch. He can catch you coming out because he got that speed for it. And that's one thing Derek James gonna have to really like. And my thing with Derek James, man, like after this Ryan Garcia fight, bro, like you got to start kicking niggas out the camp for real, bro. Just focus on one nigga, like focus on Frank Martin, straight up.
we can't
Face
tell him
tank
don't get
fight.
the bag though.
Yeah, you want that bag, but nigga, if
He
you
looked
want that rep to
miserable
come
up in
back,
there, motherfucker.
you need a plus size win, nigga.
Well, it ain't finna be this one. We just need to get Spence back in the ring if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't finna happen with this fight. And what you think about on another note? Your man say Tank don't fight niggas. He ain't starting now. I don't know. Tank got more niggas on his resume than Haney do, but I ain't want to. I hate using them in the same breath because it just seems like they just synonymous when really they in two different lanes right now. But people just discredit Tank a little bit. I do want him to fight some top notch mugs, but Tank resume is nice. It ain't what people wanted to, I guess because of the popularity he got, and there's some other mugs out there. But
Folks are
Tank do
telling
got a
me,
nice resume.
Frank Martin is the best fighter, will be the best fighter on Tank's resume right now.
Over
And
Leo Santa Cruz?
these are Tank fans telling me this.
Over Leo Santa Cruz?
Not because of acclimates. They basically saying off of like skills and
Skill
like
set?
raw talent.
I don't know. I don't know.
And that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying. I'm getting
Does Frank Martin beat a Mario's Barrios?
I'm getting mixed emotions from this fight because folks are saying you got one side of Tank fans saying this nigga's completely out of his mind. He about to get slept. He working out just to get slept.
You
And
got
then you
Frank
got
Martin.
other folks saying that damn this nigga better than damn near everybody that Haney fought and Tank fought besides Loma.
You got Frank Martin beating Barrios?
At 135.
Yeah, I guess we talking 135.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
I
know
was just
about
talking about this
140. That
skill
is kind
set.
of
I just
small.
seen what he did at 147. I'm just talking about as far as skill set. I seen what he did with Thurman.
Frank Martin over Leo Santa Cruz? Hell yeah, by KO too.
Just skill set. Fuck the weight. Just skill set.
Just off skill set.
Skill set. I don't know if he beat Barrios. I mean, I think he'll
I'm not gonna
probably
lie
be
to
too
you.
much.
He won me over beating Rivera like that.
Right. That was impressive.
Because I still remember folks were saying that Frank Martin can't box because he's inexperienced compared to a dude who got an amateur background and, you know what I'm saying, fought for a medal. Didn't he fight for a medal or some shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they saying, yeah, dude fought for a medal, all that. So Frank inexperienced compared to that. The pro Dominican channels, and this is the reason why they blocked me. I'm still blocked to this day. Because
Right.
of that Frank Martin Rivera fight. They were saying Dominican about to take over Showtime and starting with beating this nigga. He went in there and got his ass fucking totally outclassed.
I can't say Frank the best fighter that Tank has fought this for, even though I really like Frank a lot. You feel me? And I see he really gonna be a problem. I was, but we'll see. I don't know. I can't really speak on it because I'm just imagining the fight in my head. I got him losing, but I just don't think he would be the best win on Tank record. Nah, not yet. Side note, what you think about this Zoo Fundora fight? I saw you riffing about that.
Man, like people talking about triangle theories don't work. Look, I don't give a fuck who win that fight, even though I think Tim's gonna win that fight. I'm just saying it's not a better fight than the Keith Thurman fight, in my opinion. Because Fundora isn't a better fighter than Keith Thurman. I don't care how inactive he is. Keith Thurman ain't never been laid out like that ever, ever,
ever. But I just
ever.
Fundora be fighting all short and they so fucking tall. You bending down like you getting low with these boys. Man, you better. I hope he learned from that fight because I do like Fundora's style. And he was beating the shit out of Brian Mendoza before he got, but he
Bro,
did get cracked with that motherfucker a couple
I've
times.
seen this nigga fight in person live in Minneapolis when he fought Jamonte Clark. This nigga robbed this nigga in front of everybody. I said, "Oh nah, this nigga hype. They trying to put this nigga places, and here we are today, straight up."
Yeah, and I just it's not a better fight, but I still think stylistically it's gonna be a good offensive fight, and I
It
think
said
both of them
who
boys
who
gonna
on
come to
Tank's
throw.
resume beats Frank? I would say probably Barrios.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like Barrios is an unheralded win that he got. Motherfuckers
And
be
and I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I bought the pay-per-view for Tank versus Barrios, and I was a little worried for Tank because Tank was going up to 140, and a lot of people try to downplay Barrios because he had that tough fight with that Russian dude. I'm like, nah, this nigga can still crack, and he's bigger than Tank.
and he gave Tank a lot of problems.
He did, but I ain't know niggas had rehydration clauses and all that shit going on. But
Come
that's
on,
another
man.
topic.
Let's speak on this, man. The IBF has a rehydrate. If it's so bad to rehydrate, why does the IBF still use it, bro? It's for the control of the don't come in weighing 165 at a 140 matchup, bro. Yeah.
The reason why I don't like that rehydration clause is not just because Devin Haney bulks up and all that bullshit. It's because fighters, their brain needs motherfucking fluid, you know, that causes less damage. If these motherfuckers go in there dry as hell, dehydrated, they gonna get their ass fucking put in a coma, get a brain bleed.
Well, fight at your natural weight class. That's another thing that's going on. Even some of my favorite fighters do it. And not to know knock on Earl. Earl should have been up. Earl should have been at middleweight. Like you should have been at middleweight at that point. And like Canelo, how he blew up and bullied, weight bully people. Like this shit ain't new, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I do like when they try to control it to some degree because it gets absurd. They made weight classes for a reason. I think a lot of mugs be
Man, niggas
abusing
was
that
not
shit,
saying
bro.
that when, bro, niggas was not saying that when motherfucking Benavidez beat the shit out of Andre.
He's another one. What the fuck? He's not exempt either. He too damn big. He's a weight bully at the weight class. But if the nigga make weight, you can't really argue. But that's why I like the 10-pound weight, you know what I'm saying, thing to where if you was really fighting at your natural weight class, that 10-pound rehydration shit shouldn't be that much of an issue because since you already weight bullying and having to cut so much, then it becomes a problem when you can't blow back up the next day. And that just not far from jump. But motherfucker signed a contract, But you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's a iffy topic to touch on, like fight at your weight class if it's that much of a thing, A lot of these boys be bullying.